Okay, hello everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. So we're going to be sharing about the Shred10 program and why we think you all need to join us on this mission here. So whether you're joining us live or jumping on the recording, thank you for being here. We are going to be doing a drawing on Sunday for a free Shred10 starter package, and here's how it works. Watch what we have to share today. Drop the emoji that most accurately captures your healthy eating habits right now to get entered to win. Tag a friend on this webinar, and your name will be added for every friend that you tag. And when your friend watches and drops an emoji, you'll get entered again with your friend. Get it? Great. Okay, so we want you inviting people in to view this because this program and the information that we're going to be sharing about fruits, veggies, and toxicity has dramatically changed the course of our family's health. And whether or not you participate in our program, we just think this is stuff that everybody needs to know about. So let's get started. So would you all agree that being healthy today can be challenging? It can, right? We would all love to look good, feel good, and live a long life. And we know it's our job to try to make this happen, especially for our children. But unfortunately, it can be complicated, unpleasant, and super confusing. And that's where we come in. I find that one thing we can all agree on is that eating more fruits and veggies is good for us, and that we probably don't get enough of them on a regular basis. I don't think that people realize just how many fruits and vegetables they are supposed to be getting, and to what extent coming up short is impacting their health. So I want you all to hold up your fist for a second. Now this is one serving size, and I want you to think about how many servings the size of your fist in fruits and vegetables you eat on an average day. How many do your little ones eat? The average answer I get is anywhere from 1 to 4. So if you're in that range, it's totally normal. But do you know how many you are supposed to be getting? The answer is 7 to 13 servings. You're supposed to be getting 7 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies the size of your fist, literally every single day. And when you're doing this, there's a compounding effect of really good things. But when you're not, there's a compounding effect of not so good things that can lead to a poor immune function, low energy, brain fog, poor sleep, increased toxicity, and more serious lifestyle-related diseases. So you might be wondering why the number is so high. Well, among other factors, it's because of the nutrient-deficient produce that we're eating today. So when you go to the grocery store and you see like rock-hard avocados and green bananas, that produce is telling you that it was picked way too early and it wasn't able to develop all of its micronutrients. And on top of that, it's being shipped hundreds of miles, and every day that it spends off the vine, it's losing nutrition. Just think about this. To get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange 50 years ago, we have to eat 5 oranges today. This really helped me understand the gap in my nutrition that needed to be bridged.
So about 25 years ago, this wonderful company called Juice Plus figured out how to create concentrated fruit and vegetable powder and put it into a capsule. Now I feel the second that I say the word capsule, people's brains immediately jump into supplements and vitamins. So I'm going to reel you in for a second. Even though it comes in a capsule, it's not a vitamin and it's not a supplement. You can see right here that the label reads nutrition facts. If you were to go into your supplement cabinet and get out your multivitamin, it's going to say supplement facts. And that's because it's synthetic, isolated, and fragmented. It's a supplement. Nutrition fact labels are for food products only. For example, if you go get a bag of frozen broccoli or pineapple or something like that from the grocery store, it's going to have a nutrition label too. So even though it comes in a capsule, it's just fruits and veggies. Think salad bar in a capsule. We have a fruit, we have a veggie, and we have a berry blend. My favorite part to share about is how it's made. Juice Plus works with small to mid-sized farms all over North America. They grow the produce where it grows best. They actually let it vine ripen, which is so important. The fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than juicing because we use the entire whole food, including peels, leaves, and seeds whenever possible, which provides way more nutrition. In an orange, for example, up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. It is then dried at low temperatures to preserve the live nutrients and enzymes, and then put into capsules and chewables. And it is scientifically proven to do what we know fruits and vegetables do for us. We are the most researched nutritional product in the world, with close to 40 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals done by some of the most prestigious labs around the globe. The last piece, which was much more transformative than I ever would have thought, is our vegan and gluten-free shakes, which come in chocolate and vanilla. Yes, they have protein, superfoods, and all the things people care about these days, but for me, the biggest component is the prebiotic fiber. We all know about probiotics, but not everyone understands that those probiotics need to be fed. Prebiotic fiber feeds the good bacteria in your stomach so it can make a home. All of these things work together synergistically to optimize gut health. When your gut is happy, inflammation in the rest of the body can start to decrease. And inflammation is the #1 leading cause of all disease. Also consider that 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut. A happy gut truly makes a happy human. So, what is the Shred10 program? When you consider that we aren't in the habit of getting enough fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, that the quality of produce in our current food system isn't what it used to be, and that we live in a chemical world that causes us to breathe in, bathe in, and consume toxins every day, this creates a need for us to detox and rejuvenate, and that's what the Shred10 program is about. Our bodies know how to detox, yes, but we have to give the right tools, and we have to, excuse me, we have to be mindful of overloading with the bad stuff.
Thanks, Chelsea. So I'm going to take over here, and I want to share with you guys a picture here with the guidelines for the Shred10 program. Okay, let me open this up. So, the Shred10, how does it work? For 10 days, you will add more real food, things like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, peas, and greens, and you'll add Juice Plus Trio capsules, the plant powders that Chels was talking about, and the shakes to support this. We really want to encourage you to eat clean during these 10 days. It'll give your body a break from digesting heavier foods, and it will also reduce inflammation and free the body up to cleanse and rejuvenate. You'll drink plenty of water, sleep 7 to 8 hours each night, and exercise most days. You'll eliminate gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugar, and we'll encourage you not to eat later than 6 p.m. to give your body a chance to rest, digest, and eliminate the toxins effectively. If you're pregnant, nursing, or a child, or an elite athlete, you may make accommodations with the 6 p.m. rule. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing now, so we're back to me. And don't worry, that might sound like a lot, but I promise you, you can do anything for 10 days. And we only cover one weekend when we shred. So you drinkers out there, one weekend, you can do it. And once you order your Juice Plus, you'll receive the Shred Guidebook, which is a wonderful ebook that will provide 10 healthy meals, over 15 shake recipes, snack ideas. And this guidebook will explain these guidelines in detail, like why we don't do gluten and dairy and why we don't eat after 6 p.m. And there's no calorie counting, there's no food deprivation or a complicated formula to follow. Shred10 is safe for the entire family. And that's why Chelsea and I love it so much. We get to involve our kids. So the Shred10 is about shredding the food, toxins, and habits for 10 days that are not serving you well and adopting new, healthier habits, all with the support of our plant powders and shakes. You guys, this has changed the course of my family's eating habits for life. But before we get into our personal stories, we get questions regarding weight loss a lot. So Chelsea is going to address how the Shred program assists on that front.
So we are not a weight loss program, but we do recognize that excess fat contributes to a myriad of preventable diseases, and therefore provide assistance in maintaining a healthy weight. Remember the toxins we talked about? Well, our bodies can't handle the onslaught of toxins, so it protects our organs by trapping the toxins in fat cells. Our bodies are super smart. The good news is this keeps the toxins from roaming and causing havoc in our bodies. The bad news is the fat cells begin to expand and cause weight issues. When you burn fat in the wrong way without proper nutrition or over-exercising, the toxins are re-released into the bloodstream, which stresses the body. So your body, very smartly, goes into fat production to once again enrobe the toxins, protecting vital organs, and the fat returns. It's a pretty vicious cycle. So I'm also going to share my screen here. Bear with me for a moment. Should provide some music while we do that. All right, so here's the screen that I wanted to show. So we have a better way. The safe and healthy way to lose weight is to allow your body to cleanse itself by removing the toxic load and adding clean eating, especially fruits and vegetables. Now you are beginning to shred the fat. and assisting your liver so it can do its job and cleanse the toxins. Weight loss is a lot easier, quicker, and leads to more permanent weight loss over here. And more importantly, helps you to maintain a stable, healthy weight. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second. All right. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story with the Shred10 program and how I got involved. So when I was introduced to these products, I was in a rough place with my health, both physically and mentally. I'm a mama of 2 little ones, and at the time, we were all getting sick left and right with respiratory infections, ear infections, stomach bugs, you name it, we caught it that year. And I was also really struggling with chronic pain and inflammation in my back and hips since my youngest was born 9 months prior. I was sleeping on a heating pad at night and taking Advil around the clock so I'd be able to take care of the kids during the day. On top of all of that, I was feeling pretty defeated with postpartum depression and anxiety. I felt like I couldn't get a handle on myself. Panic attacks were something that was very familiar in my life and I was experiencing way too frequently. And it was extremely upsetting for not only me, but for my family as well. Once I made the decision to start taking these products, I jumped all in with the Shred10 program because I wanted quick results. I wanted to feel better. And I came out the other side feeling like a brand new person, no surprise there. First, my energy began to skyrocket. I was getting amazing sleep and able to get through the day without a mandatory nap with my baby. Next, my hair started growing back in after, losing a ton of it with the baby, and rapidly at that. It grew so much. It grew around like 6 inches and far beyond what it's ever grown before in terms of length. My skin was glowing, my nails were growing like weeds, and my digestive system became more regular. I felt the heaviness of depression lifting because I was fueling my body well and nurturing it with water, sleep, and daily exercise. Truthfully, I had not felt this good since before having kids, which was about 6 years ago. Since incorporating these guidelines, my family's health has also improved and the transition to more mindful eating has been so seamless. I've cleansed a lot in my days on this earth. And this program is by far the most nourishing and gentle program because of the nutrients that you're flooding your body with. The best part is that I felt totally confident doing this program while nursing my babe because I knew I was feeding my body mindfully and very well. It's not about complete restriction like I'd experienced with juice fasts and other cleanses. It truly has allowed me to find a more balanced lifestyle in terms of what I am putting into my body. I am definitely a lifetimer for sure.
I love your story, Chels. Thanks so much for sharing. So I'm going to touch first on my pregnancies and the Shred10 program. So my first pregnancy was a typical American pregnancy. This is before Juice Plus. All the greasy food and sugary treats, the synthetic prenatal vitamins I picked up randomly at a grocery store because how else do you pick them out? I was bloated, tired, I had brain fog, food aversions, crazy cravings, poor sleep, you name it. I was miserable. Fast forward to my second pregnancy, which was a Juice Plus pregnancy. It was awesome. Like one word, awesome. Rather than taking synthetic prenatal vitamins, this time around, I chose to flood my body with a double dose of 45 real plants every day and jump into our Shred10 clean eating program. I'd been taking the plant powders every day for a while, but I had not ever jumped into the Shred program. So that was new to me. But just to reiterate what Chelsea was saying, like I trust the program because it's nothing crazy. It's super safe. So I started that fresh while I was pregnant because I wanted to make wiser food choices and I wanted to be healthy this time around. So the plant powders in lieu of the prenatal vitamins proved to be a super effective way to be healthy, with every test result reporting an incredible healthy baby and mama. And the Shred10 program kept me away from indulging in all of the sweets and salty, fatty, and totally binge-worthy crap that we give ourselves permission to indulge in because we're pregnant. It encouraged me to find a variety of clean, whole foods to eat instead, focus on staying hydrated, moving, and choosing nourishment over indulgence. I did not have all the cravings. My body was shedding toxins and therefore shedding the fat from my arms, my legs, my waistline while Avery was growing strong. I was putting back on my pre-pregnancy leggings well into my second trimester, comfortably. I was hiking and running and playing and had incredible mental clarity. I had lost all but 3 pounds of my baby weight by the time Avery was 3 weeks old. And Avery, oh my gosh, he'll be 2 in a month and he's only made 1 sick visit to the doctor ever. Unlike his brother. He loves all the rice and the beans and the vegetables. I've watched him literally push away a slice of pizza to dig into my tabbouleh salad. He craves the good stuff because he's been fed the good stuff since day one. Makes sense, right? And his immune system is so much stronger than his brother's is because I was giving him the proper nutrition that I wasn't giving Otis when he was in utero. I say often, if only I had known then what I know now. And it's why I share. This is my pregnancy story, but this program has completely transformed the way that my family and I eat now. It's made me a better athlete. It's created so much less stress at the dinner table because I don't fight my kids over eating their greens. I don't get sick anymore. And I'm watching my firstborn's immune system get stronger and stronger every year because these plant powders have changed his palate so drastically that it completely changed the way that he eats. He was one of those daycare kids that was sick all the time 2 years ago, throwing every vegetable presented to him on the floor. Now he blows through illnesses in a day or two. He hasn't had an antibiotic in quite some time, and he's eating salad joyfully at the dinner table. The plant powders coupled with the Shred10 program will continue to give my family good health for the rest of our lives. And I'm so grateful for that and would love to pass that experience along to you. But that said, we are an education first company and we want to meet you where you're at. So we've partnered with the Healthy Living Revolution to share a wealth of free wellness, health and wellness resources for you and your family. And if that's all you're looking for, we're happy to connect you to those resources and walk alongside you on your healthy journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to stop the recording here